prioritize getting their Kufra this time. And they might, they banned out, if I'm not mistaken, Tams. No, they didn't. No, I mean Masha.
The Masha.
Oh, it was Geo Esports that banned out the Masha. They banned out, I can't remember actually. Hylos. They banned out Hylos. Yeah. This time Esmeralda is their choice. I think they want to get their Harith.
They do need. They do want that Harith, but I feel that Geo Esports needs to respect ban the supports coming in from Sunsparks. They did ban out the Xborg, and I do suggest that they should consider banning the Kufra.
Yeah,
because Sunsparks, man, that is just clearly a threat from them.
Yeah.
So Sunsparks taking their time right now. Oh, they banned their own Kufra.
They banned their own Kufra. This is interesting. This really tells me that they want to secure the first Harith.
This is clearly the Harith.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're singing.
They're singing.
Oh, yeah.
Renjo is having fun.
There you go. Geo Esports know it perfectly well. Having the Esmeralda and Kufra out of contention means the Harith is a free hero.
Yeah.
But then again, Hylos is available. Grok is available.
Yeah.
Sunsparks surely will want to have that.
Team Geo said, hey, we've seen the VODs, man.
We've seen the VODs.
We've seen the VODs. Don't go for that, Harith. Alright, but Hylos is open, like what you've said.
Yeah.
Like this, of course. And high loss should be high win right now.
Oh yeah,
because since day one has been winning and owning all of the teams, popping that immediate disengage, going for the glorious pathway, layering it up with the revitalize.
Oh yeah, and of course Coach Leather
Goods. The big guy. All's good
with Leather Goods.
All's good with Leather Goods. Shout out to him. There you go. That is the support for the side of Team Sunspark. So Team Geo Esports, they need to answer with a burst damage or probably mobility here, of course, with the Masha and the Grok.
Thams is a natural answer from Sunsparks. Now they're considering, will they get the Kimi or will they get something like a Chango? Instead, they will go for the Kaja this time.
No.
Don't want to give it away to Geo Esports.
Okay.
Geo Esports will now have to decide. Is it the Kimi? Is it the Chango this time?
Yeah.
Geo Esports definitely want to use one of those meta heroes right now.
But
I think the revealing the Kimi early
is not good.
Not that good.
It's not that good. I don't like the Kimi as well in the lineup of Geo because you have 3 heroes from Sunsparks. Sorry, 2 heroes from Sunsparks is of course an immediate answer to that Kimi pick. Of course, you have the dive from the Kaja and the glorious pathway engage from this Hylos, but they will answer for with Alilia, hoping to get that outplay from the Black Shoes.
Wow. This is interesting because Geo Esports are gonna put up the tempo. They're setting up for this Masha. So what they do is have these killer playmakers like the Grok and this. The Grok and this Lilia, they will pair it up with a very good offlaner, maybe a Leomord to go with it.
Your team
so that they can, or maybe actually a safe lane Hellcurt will not sound bad.
Not sound bad, yes.
You know, the Kimi is also a fast tempo marksman, that's why they will ban it out.
Your team is picking.
The Claude is open here.
Gonna go Chango.
Chango. Okay, so they will not go for the Claude now.
Is picking.
Sunsparks, what is their answer? They don't necessarily can take the Baksha or the Lolita. That's why the Chango is a natural pick for Geo Esports. But of course, Sunsparks, they're one of, we mentioned this before. They're one of those who really prioritize getting the Gushon.
Yeah, a very risky
Gushon Ranger.
Risky.
It's the boy man.
Yeah, it's the point man right here for the side of Sunsparks. A good answer to the Chango as it can dive her in. Quite a assassin right there, and JP with of course a vintage Granger. So it's a standard lineup for Team Sunsparks. Meanwhile, that is the Lolita counter pick for the Granger right there. Team Geo.
Yeah,
quite a good lineup.
Quite a good lineup indeed. I think I've seen this sort of lineup really be successful in many tournaments before. And I think in the Philippines, this is also a famous strategy where you get this Chango with the Masha and two defenders, two big
Yes.
tanks that can protect you so that you can siege. The
Yes.
idea here is to siege against your opponents.
Yeah.
What do I mean by siege? You just stay in lane and constantly pummel your opponents with damage from long distance,
Yeah.
protect your cores, and maybe take the turrets while that is happening.
While that is happening, of course, the Masha will do that.
But the Masha is going to be there
Plus,
as well.
the Glorious Pathway is your target for sure.
Yeah.
In landing those parallel lines.
Yeah,
It's your for sure guidelines to land all of those meteor showers.
Yeah, it's
if
like
you're
your
the Chango.
It's like your bowling alley,
yeah,
right?
it's like your bowling
And
alley.
then you lay it down. You lay
you
down
lay
the
down.
carpet.
But yeah.
And of course,
And
the
just
Chango meteor shower is there.
Put all of those stars.
Yeah.
Put all of those stars. But I do feel that this is very risky for Geo Esports because they do have the Lilia. The Lilia depends on buffs. So if ever Sunsparks, if they manage to like repel the Lilia from getting those buffs, this will definitely be a snowball game for the Gushen.
You're gonna snowball.
Same goes to Team Geo as the Gushen relies on buffs.
Exactly. Now we're gonna hop into the game, but to kind of support what you're saying, I think that for Geo Esports, it's gonna be up to them on how they will control the map this time. Control the tempo. They are the ones who are required to set the pace. Sunspark, they can sit back and relax, just take whatever they can, and have this Granger be that heavy marksman in the mid and late game.
You're definitely right. JP will be using the Gushen right here. He does want blood. He clearly wants blood because of this Mystic Shop. But look at this, the threat from those magical spears. And that is the Deadly Gloom. First blood for Geo Esports.
And like you said, the tempo, the early game tempo for Geo Esports is actually pretty scary this time. Sunsparks, how can they defend? It's gonna be KLBJ up top with the Thams, Reflesha with the Hylos, JP with the Gushen, Fuzaken with this Kaja, Renjo on now. Actually, interestingly, Renjo will be the one to play this Granger.
The Granger, that is your U-Mobile replay right there. JP clearly underestimating the early game threat from this Lilia, which is now used by June. Was is using the Grok. Libra is using the Masha. Homies as this Chango, and Aura as the Lolita.
Oh, now Manjin, it's gonna be really scary for for Sunsparks.
Right, right.
Because it's not the easiest to run up against Geo Esports.
Yeah. All right, of course, guys, that is the redemption code right there. In your screens right now.
You just head on to mobilelegends.com/en/code exchange. Put in the redemption code with your ID.
Yeah.
You will get the chance, of course,
to win something.
To
win some bonus. But okay, back to the game. Both of the teams having the same plan. Just removing the first tier 1. This is clearly there's a transition to the mid game, but unfortunately for Sunsparks, the turtle did land in the top lane. So Geo Esports having the advantage right now. They do have the buffs right here. 2-man up coming in from the wild charge. That is of course a Death Sonata shield.
Oh, what a sidestep with the Numinum Blast. Now Reflesha is in trouble. There is going to be the ring coming out of the Hylos, but it will not be enough to save him. It's going to be the meteor shower to fend up the members of Sunsparks, and they are going to be able to run away.
And this is Geo Esports.
Nice steal as well.
Yeah, Geo Esports doing what we've said earlier, the map control and the map rotation. Unfortunately for Sunsparks, they met up in the bush unexpectedly. Met up in the bushes with Team Geo, and of course the extra proc of damage for June gave them the opportunity to get that fight, and nice usage of the Bulwark Shield coming in from Aura to neglect extra damage coming in from the Death Sonata.
Geo Esports, they have very, very, very strong early game potential in terms of team fights. And I don't think that Sunsparks can fight against them head-on 5v5 unless, of course, Sunsparks are able to like manage to dissect the members of Geo Esports.
Yes.
But in terms of a head-on collision, I would give my money to Geo Esports.
Okay.
In terms of winning it, as was actually commits the wild charge.
Yeah, he committed a wild charge. That was clearly a mistake. He does want to get the Kaja. But this is clearly a bait, an ambush for the side of Geo Esports. That is the Glorious Pathway right there. And But what? Gushin, I'm so sorry, Sunsparks with an outplay.
Yeah, definitely an outplay. They used the Glorious Pathway to fend off the other members of GO Esports, separating Aura from the rest of the team, and Fuzaken with the timely usage of the Divine Judgment. Nice block into the wall. Treasure Flesh goes down with the Meteor Shower in there, but of course, the retaliation. JP gets the one with the help of the Kaja. This time the Rhapsody, it's gonna connect. The Lilia goes down. No Black Shoes for ya.
The Black Shoes was not enough to save the life of Mr. June, as Sunsparks will now go to the turtle. Let's look at the replay. This is clearly the power of the Django, but again, as we've said, in terms of damage output, you layer up the Rondo and you combo it with the Shadow Blade Slaughter. Quite a huge damage output there for Team Sunsparks, and that will give them a huge oomph in their income.
You know what? This is what makes JP one of the scariest Gushans out there. He's very calculated in terms of his movement. He knows exactly when he needs to dive and when he will not be able to get the kill. This is going to be the conceal, the flicker, the Divine Judgment. The combo will not be enough to take them down. The Noble Blast connects on the 2. Meteor Shower against the Gushan. Gushan goes down. The Grazer, however, blocked by the Bulwark. What a play from GO Esports.
Blocked by Aura.
Sunsparks. My goodness.
Blocked by Aura right there. Sunsparks miscalculated. And that is clearly a win for Team GO Esports. Quite a nice move right there from JP and Fuzaken.
Oh man.
But again, you are dealing with a Lilia and of course a Lolita.
The Lolita defense,
so you need to probably bait first the block, the Bulwark Shield. If you are Renjo.
That is one thing you can say for sure. But Renjo, it's not about Renjo not calculating against GO Esports. It's more about this Aura playing so well. In terms of guarding his teammates. It's going to be a 1v1 KelVJ against Libra. A little bit of disarm in there, but of course the Masha has been fended off. In the middle, there's a little bit of siege. They stun up the Kaja this time as they take out the turret as well.
There you go.
Looking for an opening this time. The Glorious Pathway from behind.
Yes, you're definitely right. Who will take the turtle? Was is here. The only one left. That is a Meteor Shower from the side. Fuzaken will put a but a Numino blast onto 2. Clutch stun right there from the Lolita, Mr. Aura. The Rhapsody is indeed real, but again, raise your shield, Aura. It is the main weapon for GO Esports to get 3 kills against Sunsparks.
Sunsparks did not respect GO Esports at all. We were mentioning about this. They cannot fight head-on, even when there is a very good Glorious Pathway and they are overly committed to the fight. Rencho, with his positioning, is actually pretty good. Unfortunately, there was just not enough. The damage output coming out from this Django, who is actually playing so well in terms of positioning, was more than enough. Look at this. Homis not even touched by Sunsparks.
You're definitely right. Sunsparks disrespecting the immortality from Mr. Aura. And man, what's interesting here, like, if Sunsparks initiates with a Divine Judgment, GO Esports is immediately there in their faces.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Now again, there's gonna be the Death Sonata committed as they take out the turret up top. There is gonna be the stun, the Hylas in the middle. There you go. Of course, the Domino Blast is gonna be cast. The Glorious Pathway from behind. They only connect onto one. The Meteor Shower. It's not gonna be enough. Look at this Flesh attacking so much. JP's here, and of course the Granger with the Rhapsody not hitting anyone actually. But Aura puts up the shields once again.
There's no target on both of the teams, but Reflesha will be the one falling down. So as Aura. 5-8 is the score, and this is it. A one-on-one with a great one. You don't go one-on-one with a Masha player. 9-5 GO Esports coming back from this game.
KelVJ know that he will win the fight against the Masha, but what he forgot was the turtle buff. It was available in Libra that gave them the extra damage against the Thams. The Thams couldn't survive even through the Cotret Inferno. My goodness.
Besides the turtle damage, you do have the high and dry on this Masha. Plus, of course, the lead in terms of items. So, man, what a clutch play coming in from GO Esports.
Leading by 6,000. Yeah, they are doing it perfectly well. We mentioned about their early game, and it's really coming into fruition for GO Esports. It's going to be up to them on how they will capitalize with this lead. But I'm pretty confident that they will be going up against Sunsparks in their faces for the next few minutes.
As we are now looking in the items. Immortality, of course, for the Lolita. Ice Queen wand from Chango and the glowing wand as well. Both of these core heroes having having a huge amount of slows, and of course the extra proc from the magic penetration. Here we go. They do want Mr. Repletion right here. That is the glorious battery. As we've said,
my goodness.
A free bowling alley for Horus to land all of those meteor showers. 5-11, Geo Esports knocking at the doors. And this is Brazil, man. Welcome to Brazil.
Welcome to Brazil. Now, Sunsparks, how can they defend against an angry sieging line of Geo Esports from long distance? They are able to take out the thefts this time. And the siege potential from Geo Esports is just way too much. They're overwhelming Sunsparks at this point, and there's nothing that they can do. Sunsparks, they need more time. But Geo Esports, they will not let that happen. They're knocking now towards the Lord area.
Here we go, Geo Esports. Nick Fury is not here, but the shield is their main weapon.
Libra, look at how fast the Turbo Masha once again taking out objectives, and now the Hylos is down. There is going to be a good, actually, a Grok block from Geo Esports, but they will not push through as the bottom lane is now compromised.
That is
Sunsparks. This is a 4 versus 5.
That is the Duran string, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Team Geo Esports. They do want to finish this. Man, Aura with a huge amount of burst, and that is a mega kill coming in from Horus. 4 heroes falling down for Sunsparks. This is Geo Esports, and game 1 was probably their download game. We have ourselves a series, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going to game number 3 as Geo Esports tied things up. Sunsparks, they don't have that much damage in the early game. For sure, they don't have the integrity of their team fight is quite low.
Yep.
And Geo Esports took advantage of that. The Lilia pick really facilitated for a good Chango as well as the Masha, and Geo Esports. They're looking confident right now.
That is the power of the Lilia. You don't even need her ultimate to threat your opponent with your damage.
Oh.
But for me, man, it was Aura who carried this game.
Oh, definitely.
Clutch shields and clutch Numinum Blast.
Always
2, 3, 10, always there at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, always making sure that put up the shield only when Renzo puts up the Rhapsody or the Death Sonata. And we saw how well Aura actually landed with the Numinum Blasts.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, outside of the Kaja, there is no instant initiate coming out from Sunsparks. And I think that overall,